This one got hit in this rear body panel, almost like a tin can, all in here. Have a Subaru Outback here. This one got hit in this rear body panel, completely crushed all of this, and it folded up the floor pan, almost like a tin can, all in here. And you could see here, inside's completely crushed. So this one's going to be getting a new rear body panel, as well as a trunk floor section. Subaru actually has a procedure. I'll have to look up the exact measurement, but right somewhere in here, you could cut this trunk floor and section just this back half of the trunk floor in. Today's episode is brought to you by Panther Pro with their Durabond RL Easy glass removal kit. This simplifies the process of removing glued-in glass on all of your typical vehicles. So I met these guys at the SEMA show this last year, and we started talking about how I, as a body technician, would like to start removing my own glass and doing a lot of my own glass work. And they showed me this fantastic machine right here, and we started talking, and here we are now. And I have now been practicing using the RL Easy, and I'll tell you guys what, it is very easy using this machine to cut out glass. So all you body technicians out there that have thought about doing your own glass work, this is the tool you need. It is fantastic. Be sure to go check it out, pantherpro.com. To do that, I also have to cut these pieces off because it's lapped underneath there. I'm going to go ahead and dive into this one. First, I'm going to grab this rear body panel and I'm going to roughly pull everything out before I start cutting it apart, just to get anything that shifted back in its proper spot. And then I'll go ahead and cut this back panel off and work my way in. Now I'm getting into this trunk floor here, and you can see this comes as a complete assembly all the way back to here. However, to put that whole thing in, I would have to cut a bunch more of these braces off, and you get way more in depth into this job to put this whole thing in. So we got these procedures directly from Subaru, and they have a sectioning procedure to section this floor in right here. So I'm gonna roughly cut this floor out right on this side of the tape, and then the new piece I'm gonna cut longer. And they show on this page it actually overlaps, so the new piece is going to overlap and it'll get plug welded all the way across there. They developed this just so you don't have to get as invasive into the job. So I'm going to go ahead and get this trunk floor cut out now. So I have this trunk floor sitting in there ready to weld. I'm gonna go ahead and get this welded in, then I will start getting my rear body panel prepped out and fit up, as well as these caps that go on here. So I got this one all fit together. The liftgate latches and seals nicely. My lights all line up nice and even. However, I was waiting for these plates to come in, and the reason I haven't welded the rear body panel on yet is because these have to go on, they have to fish underneath here before the rear body panel goes on. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna lift this rear body panel back off, and I'm gonna put these plates on. I'll get these welded down, then I will put the rear body panel back on and get that welded on as well.